The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, everyone. This is Gary Carpenter, and today we're going to talk about assets that are reported on the FAFSA form. Joining me is Al Hoffman. And Al, are you with us?
Yes, very well, and I can hear you. And obviously, you had an incoming call there, but that's all right. We're going to stick with it here.
Okay. Well, assets are always an important part of the financial aid process on the FAFSA form, and we want to take some time today and just go down through those. When you look at the FAFSA form, there's three categories of assets that you're going to report. There's going to be cash, there's going to be investments, and then there's going to be business. Now, one thing you have to remember is you're going to report these assets for both the parents and for the student. Many times the student won't have all those assets, may only have cash, but still you're going to report it for the student. Now let's break those down individually and let's see what falls under each one of those categories. If we look at cash, obviously it's going to include cash or a savings or checking account or a money market account. Any account that is cash that is not in a retirement account is going to be reported under this line. Now, investments are going to include the current value of stocks, bonds, CDs, mutual funds, real estate, and other investments. And again, these investments are not in a retirement account. So again, those are the primary ones you're going to be involved with. There is a third one called business. And I think the best way to explain who reports the value of a business under business is just this statement. If you own more than 50% of the business and you employ less than 100 employees, you do not have to report that business. So again, for many small business owners, this is where you're going to fall in, that you will not have to report it. And again, when we say 50% ownership, that's not only by you, but it's also by family members. Like if it was husband and wife ownership, or if there was a cousin involved, they would be considered part of the family, and their individual portions of ownership would be added together to come up to that 50%. So let's see here. Going on, let's talk about some of the things that are not included. Well, first of all, the value of a life insurance policy. If you have a whole life insurance policy, it has a cash value to it, you're not going to include that. Also, the value of an annuity. If you have an annuity, that's not going to be reported at all. Also, the value of retirement accounts. Any retirement account you have is not going to be recorded on the FAFSA form.
Jared, there's a point there for a discussion there. That mutual fund, some people will have a mutual fund inside of an IRA, and they put it down as an investment. So your point here, remember, don't count those, don't double count them. If they're in the retirement, they're not counted.
Exactly. And that's a good point. People sometimes just look at that like mutual funds or a cash account, and it's in a retirement account. They say, well, I've got to report it. No, you don't, because it's in a retirement account. The other thing is the value of your personal residence is not reported. Now, if you have a second home or other real estate, that's going to be reported as an investment. Also, personal property, cars, jewelry, furniture, clothing, all of these items are personal property, and they're not reported as an asset. And again, I'm going to repeat about the business. A business in which you or family members own more than 50% and have less than 100 employees, you do not have to report that business.
Gary?
Yes.
That value of a personal, go back to that last slide there real quickly, and that value of the personal residence is not counted in but it is a second home. I believe that's the equity in that second home, not the
excellent, good
market
point.
Value. So,
the equity in the home, if there's debt outstanding against that, you want to subtract that from the value of that second home. Thank you, Al.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good. Anything else you can think of?
No, that's good. I thought that was good presentation here. Again, this is an area that the probably the most mistakes in the FAFSA are made.
Yep. Well, Al, thank you very much for your time today. And everyone else, have a good day.